Oh, very nice.
And a great beginning. Now, Danny was first after the compulsories, fourth after the original or the short program. So he's got to crank it up just a notch.
Let's see, triple flip. Oh, another clean one. Oh. F drop. Nice speed on that back sit spin.
Minute 15 into the 4.5-minute performance for Danny Doran, who started skating at the age of 6. Interesting choreography, too. Gary Beacom, the choreography, very unusual.
It certainly is. Gary Beacom, in fact, had unique choreography when he skated and represented Canada in the international competitive scene. And I think he's translating some of that to Danny. Triple sow cow. Oh, this boy is on tonight.
There's some nail biting going on down in the tunnel right now with Chris Bowman and Todd Eldridge. Danny is on his game, as they say. And if some of the moves look a little bit familiar, Danny's coach, Don Laws, of course, Don was the coach of Scotty Hamilton, who won Skate America 3 years running, and, of course, the Olympic gold medal winner.
That's right. If there's one thing Don taught Scott was how to jump, how to make those jumps consistent, triple loop. And he holds it. You see how he jumped right out of that and saved it. What a recovery. Hamill Camel, named after, of course, the famous Dorothy Hamill, who invented it.
Been a computer change from the judges now. It is still Chris Bowman of the USA first, Todd Eldridge of the USA second, but Lars Dressler of Denmark has been moved to the third spot, and Petrenko dropped down to number 4. So right now, Danny Doran skating. Still, he could take the gold right away from Chris Bowman if he keeps on this performance. Final 50 seconds.
Very important. Double flip, change his mind right at the end. Triple sow cow again, double toe loop. Oh. Sit spin.
And there it is, one of the finest performances for Danny Duran's 22 years, and he knows it, and the crowd knows it, and his coach Don Laws knows it. And that smile tells the story.
They were absolutely great out there. How did it feel?
It felt wonderful. I was really relaxed after knowing how the other skaters have skated. So I'm happy right now.
And artistic is 5'3" to 5'7". That's a little bit better. Were you aware that your cohorts were down there watching? Todd and Chris were watching?
Australian champion finished up 7th.
He put on a very fine performance in the long program and placed 6th.
From Zurich, Switzerland, the Swiss national champion, Oliver Hohner, was 8th.
He left out a few triple jumps and as a result couldn't move up in the standings.
From Osaka, Japan, 17th at Calgary, 11th in the world, Makoto Kano was 9th.
Makoto planned to do a quadruple in this competition, but elected not to do it at the last minute.
Out of Vienna, Austria, he loves hockey and figure skating. Ralph Burkhart was 10th.
He had some very nice moments in his program, but he still has a long ways to go in international competition.
From Taiwan, he lives in Elmhurst, Long Island, and trains with the skating club of Boston. David Liu wound up 11th, while the 22-year-old Canadian was 12th.
And he has to work on his technique to gain some consistency.
From London, the 6-time British champion, Charles Woolridge, was 13th.
Just started taking lessons from Robin Cousins.
He just turned 18 last week. He enjoys sculpture, computers, and skating, and he wound up 14th.
An admirable effort by Ricardo.
The final results then for the men's competition and the winners of the gold, the silver, and the bronze. And Judy's the